So you're thinking of making a move to Scottsdale and want to check out Scottsdale Ranch? Today we're going to be checking out 3 different neighborhoods, 3 different homes, and we're going to be exploring a shopping center, a couple of parks, and community centers. So if you're thinking of making a move to Scottsdale Ranch and want to see if it's right for you, then be sure to grab a snack, have a seat, and we're going to get into it right now. My name is Julie Allen. I'm with Relocate to Scottsdale AZ, and every day we're getting calls from people just like you. So whether you're thinking of making a move in 9 days or 9 months, be sure to go ahead and tap that bell to subscribe for notifications of new content, new videos, and to stay in the loop with what's going on in our Scottsdale market. And if you have any more questions or you want to talk, our contact info is in the description box below, so be sure to reach out. Here we are in Scottsdale Ranch on Lake Serena. This is just one of the amenities of Scottsdale Ranch, and we're right here outside of the Scottsdale Ranch Community Center. And we've got a beautiful community settled back here, and as you can see, it's lakefront living. And it is just a perfect weather day today, which is most days this time of year. It's the winter time, so I'm originally from the East Coast, and when I think of the winter, I do not think of this, but this is much more pleasant. You've got the palm trees everywhere, and just a really beautiful place to live. I'll try to not get too involved with into anybody's business that's going through here. So I just want to take you around a little bit and show you a couple of neighborhoods, and today we're going to be looking at a couple of homes, a few different price points, single family homes in the area, just to give you an idea of some of the neighborhoods that make up Scottsdale Ranch. So you can see that, well, maybe a little bit of a spoiler, that this is not what the rest of Scottsdale looks like, and this is a rarity, but this is really just a beautiful spot to see. If you are someone that wants this beautiful weather, and maybe Florida was in your plans at some point, but maybe you don't like the humidity, or just for whatever reason not for you, you can have, I think, kind of like a little bit of an intercoastal kind of feel right over there. So we're going to be checking out a couple of other amenities here. Scottsdale Ranch is pretty massive. You've got just under 1,200 acres and just under 4,000 properties, to include single family homes, condos, for sure luxury homes. And it's an area that seems to always be in pretty high demand. You've got this amenity center over here. You've got several parks with tennis courts, walking, biking paths. You've got community events that they put on right here at the community center behind me. And you've got some fantastic schools. So let's check out a few more areas. Here in Scottsdale Ranch Park, right off of the Olinda, and beautiful day. Parking lot is also pretty full. You've got plenty of walking paths, you got picnic areas, you got some playing volleyball down that way, and looks like there is a birthday party up ahead. If we keep continuing, you can see there's a jungle gym back here, and if we kept going further, we would run into the Scottsdale Community Senior Center for a Scottsdale Ranch. So you've really got this great space in a city, and even though the area is pretty suburban, sometimes you might find some of the lots could be a little bit on the smaller side. So not to worry if you maybe don't want to totally overhaul your backyard, or if you are looking for some rec space, this is here, and it is available to all residents, available from sunrise to sunset. And continuing through the Scottsdale Ranch Park, we've got the tennis center right over here, and you can see there are plenty of people out playing tennis today, and plenty of parking. And here we are at the Scottsdale Senior Center, so just up the street from the Scottsdale Ranch Park and the tennis center. Pretty quiet here today. People might be out walking or over at the Scottsdale Ranch Park, but you've got this beautiful center over here, and it's conveniently located right here off of Via Linda. We're here at the Mercado at Scottsdale Ranch, and it's a weekday afternoon, and you can see the place is pretty packed. We're right here. It's located at Mountain View and Via Linda, and pretty solid shopping center. If you live in the area, this is one of the few that you need to go to. Short of just having a grocery store, you have everything that you need here. So I'm right here under Planet Fitness. I should probably pay them a visit one of these days. And you've got a ton of restaurants back here, a dancing school, a dentist, and behind me, we've got, back down that way, you've got a barber, a little local coffee shop. You've got a place for manicures, pedicures, Walgreens, and really just everything that you need in this shop if you're going for a night out or just running around the corner. You've got the bank over there, a UPS store, and really a central point for meeting up. Has been around forever. Great bar and restaurant. They've actually got 2 stories. And then this is the other side of the Mercado shops at Scottsdale Ranch. So wanted to just show you this fantastic little nail salon over here. And you've got a barber around the corner. Oh, and I didn't even notice that was there. So thank you guys for letting me check this out and see this spot. Got a little coffee shop, little local place. And one thing I did want to include that I had left out is Samurai Sam's right here at this corner. So if you're looking for kind of teriyaki bowls or anything like that, it is delicious and a great weekday lunch. So we're here in our first community of the day here in Scottsdale Ranch, and this is the Suntree East community. So as you can see around me, these are actually single family homes and 2 bed, 2 bath, 2 car garage for the subject property that we're checking out today. Now this one is listed in the low 7s, and that's about right for this neighborhood, especially to not be a condo, to be a true single family home, to be just a single level home, not attached, and right here in this location, really, really desirable. So I'm going to show you a little bit more about the property and just take you through the area. So you can see we don't have a sign in front of the house, but I saw a neighboring property that actually does have a sign out front, so they are permitted in this community. It is a gated community, and you've got multiple gates, but you only have 1 gate that guests can come through. And I know that because I think I kept getting rerouted to the same gate a couple of different times. It's a smaller community here. You've got 192 homes, but you have got some other amenities as well. I believe you've got a community pool. It is gated, and you are really walkable to the Scottsdale Ranch Park, the senior center. There is a garden across the way, and then of course the shops at the Mercado shops at Scottsdale Ranch. So you've got your Planet Fitness, you've got a bank, gas station, Walgreens, bunch of restaurants. You've got Goldie's, Ecstasy, Samurai Sam's, and several more over there. So just taking you through this neighborhood, you can see it's a beautiful day, and homes are really well cared for. We are in an HOA, most communities in Scottsdale Ranch, and I would say probably a sizable percentage here in Arizona and the Phoenix Metro versus some other areas are in an HOA. HOA here is currently $238 a month, to be verified, because you know they're always going up, and that just includes the gate and general area amenities and maintenance. So one other thing too worth pointing out is there is a 30-day rental minimum and only up to 2 rentals per year per property in this community. And one of the reasons that might be behind that is to limit Airbnbs and to really kind of discourage that. But if you're a snowbird and maybe you have some family that wants to visit occasionally, or you're not coming into town, that might be a great option as an income property. You can rent your place fully furnished, or you can rent it out for a long-term lease. And gonna finish up with this neighborhood, just showing you some green space. I saw a lot of people walking around with their dogs today, and there is no overnight parking. I'm not gonna be here much longer. And if you're looking for something that's maybe a little bit more than a condo as far as just space and not being totally on top of your neighbors, but you really want the feel of a single family home, this might be a great option for you. This property listing is in the low 7s. Now, if you're looking for something a little bit more traditional, single family, something a little bit more sprawling, this home right over here behind me, this might be something. And I don't know if I'm just picking the ones that don't have signs up today or what it might be, but we're here in Scottsdale Ranch. We're only about maybe a half a mile away from the first property that we checked out, and this one is in the high 7s. So I think $780 is the price. It's a little bit larger. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath, 2-car garage, but it also has its own private pool, and it's got about 500 square feet more. Now, we are not in a gated community, so if that is something that's important to you, maybe you have the security or peace of mind of another community, a gated community. So you've got the Scottsdale Ranch Community Center, you just don't have them specific for this community. And this home, $780 with a private pool, that's pretty amazing, and maybe that might be why there's no sign up front, because they might be anticipating that it's going to move pretty quick. In this neighborhood at that price, that's a pretty great price, so I might have to go check it out a little later myself. So curious what you think, if you like this kind of community, built in 1991. Similar age, I believe, to the other community that we checked out. They're both single family homes. This one's just a little different. You've got a really reasonable HOA. I think it's $475. I want to say quarterly, but I'll have to double check, so don't quote me on that. But you can see neighborhood. The other one had single family homes, but I felt there was maybe a little bit more variety. Here I am getting the sense that they're all a little bit more similar, and I'll flip you around so you can kind of see what I'm seeing here. I get a little bit more of an idea that they're a little more homogeneous here. I'm seeing same paint colors, same facades, similar color roof. So, and that might have to do with the HOA, or just might have to do with the overall neighborhood vibe. So, and we're not totally in a cul-de-sac here. We are off the main street, off of the main route through the neighborhood. So it's definitely going to be a little bit on the quieter side, and some people might like that too. So curious if this would be maybe more your vibe than the other property, or if you like something a little bit smaller, a little bit lower maintenance, and if you want a pool or you don't. That's kind of one of the bigger questions, I would say, too. Last but not least for today, I'm going to take you to this last house here in Scottsdale Ranch. Now, I did have the opportunity to go through and do a home tour of this home, so hopefully you'll like it. You'll see a little bit of kind of new construction and remodeling, and let me know what you think about it. So here we go, kind of saving the best for last. Was able to get inside this one and really wanted to show you what a remodeled home here in Scottsdale Ranch could look like. So this home is 4-bed, 2.5 bath, and I will take you through and show you some of the features. So you can see we've got this beautiful wood flooring throughout. I am really such a big fan of the flooring. I love the color, I love the shift from all of the grays to some warmer tones, just kind of cream colors. I think it's really nice. And of course, you've got those big sliders along the back, which everybody just loves, because you can kind of create some amazing indoor-outdoor space. And if you love a beautiful backyard or entertaining swimming, you've got a great option here. And you might notice the diving board back there, which is a little bit on the rare side to still find those here in Scottsdale or just in Phoenix, just because they're a little bit dangerous. But hey, we got it right here. And I love this chandelier. I'm sure it's probably pretty polarizing. I'm a really big fan of black and gold. If I could have it my way, everything I would own would be black and gold. So big fan of the color palette. So I totally skipped over the master bedroom. So we've got a downstairs master, which is kind of nice. If it's just you or just the two of you or just however many of you and you want a downstairs bedroom, that's a great option. Love the countertops. Again, I'm really loving this kind of palette. It's a lot warmer. Separate tub, water closet, and pretty good size closet, I would say. And I joke that this is maybe the hers closet, and maybe down here is the his closet or something like that. Upstairs, you've got another 3 bedrooms and a full bath. Got a half bath with this funky wallpaper going on. I don't know how I feel about it, but that's okay. Different strokes. Laundry room. Great room. I do love that fireplace wall, me personally. And then of course, in the kitchen, got a little more storage over there, a little wine bar. And more awesome chandeliers, and I do love the countertops. I don't know how thick these really are, but it's a great look. And I don't really cook, but I'd like to pretend that I would if I had a really nice kitchen like this, but I know I'm just kidding myself. Take you guys upstairs too, why not? I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but this house is roughly 2,500 square feet. And price point on this right now, and it's only been on the market for a couple of weeks, but it's on the market at 1.3. Now, I think this is probably more in line with what you might be finding out here in Scottsdale Ranch for single family homes, or at least something that's a little bit on the larger side like this. The other 2 homes you saw, one was 2,000 square feet, and I don't believe remodeled, and the other one was about 1,500 square feet. So if you're looking for something fully remodeled and you've got the lot, you've got the pool, and you've got the remodel, I think somewhere north of $1 million is probably more likely what you're looking at out here. So thanks for stopping by and checking out my Scottsdale Ranch home tour. Let me know in the comments which property was your favorite one, which one would make the most sense for you and your family, or if there's something else that you'd like to see. Different neighborhoods, different home types, and looking forward to seeing your comments below.